Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is MsTameraLyttle. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you who are new, I like to call myself a beauty enthusiast, a lover of all things beauty. Thank you so much for tuning back into this video. Or I have another video. I really tried to record last week, but my seasonal depression is kicking my ass, girl. Oh my god. But I'm trying to push through. I did dig into my archives and I found this video of a technique called underpainting, and I'm going to get into a little bit of that later. Before I get into that, we're going to go into these eyes. Now for my eyes, this particular day before work, I just chose to do something neutral, nothing too crazy, just nice where I don't stand out. I even chose some baby lashes, girl, like me, baby lashes, like, ooh, wow, okay. But the three palettes, and you guys should know this about me by now, but my three go-to palettes are Juvia'a Place and Morphe. Well, two, but I use three different palettes. So I'm just doing a really neutral look, nothing too fancy, just a regular work day. But I wanted to get into this technique in makeup called underpainting. Now, underpainting is a technique I've seen a lot of beauty gurus here on YouTube use, and it's supposed to help blend out your makeup so much better than it would if you would just apply layer on top of layer. Not only that, but it does help you save on the amount of makeup that you're using. And I don't know if you noticed, but I got a real heavy hand. Like, I have no problem being a cake face. I love my makeup. I will pack on layer after layer after layer and not care. But I said, well, what would it look like if I actually put on less makeup? Like, would it make a difference? The first product I'm starting out with is my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I want to say this is in the color, girl, don't give me the line, I'm gonna put everything down in the description box below. But I chose this color because it's light enough to where it brightens and conceals, but it's not too much. I then go on to put on my contour shade. This is my Black Radiance contour stick. I want to say it's a foundation stick. I just chose one of the darker colors, but I put that in all of the areas that I do like the contour, mainly my cheeks, forehead, and chin, because I be a little puffy. And for foundation, I am choosing the Sheglam foundation. Y'all, don't sleep on cheaper products. Like, don't sleep on cheaper products. I love the Sheglam foundation. It's matte, but it doesn't dry you out. Once I laid everything down, like I said, it could be a little overwhelming at first, and I had to like breathe a little bit and figure out what section I was going to tackle first. So I did choose to try to contour my face at first, and what I've noticed is that it's really important to figure out what brushes that you're going to use when you're doing each step, because if you use a brush that's too big, you can end up blending and mushing everything together, and it could all come out looking really, really muddy, and you don't want that, right? Like, we don't want that. So I use this Morphe foundation brush to blend out the contour, and it was a small flat angled brush, so I think it hit all of those hollow spots that I wanted. I'm always really afraid to use a brush for my concealer. I'm just a sponge person, so I use my sponge, my regular sponge, to blend out my concealer, but I had to squeeze it tightly because, again, I didn't want it to blend out the foundation when I wasn't ready to blend out the foundation. But I used my sponge to do that, and then I ended up using a brush, another brush, and I want to say this was my Real Techniques blending brush to blend out the foundation that I laid. Now, one thing that I noticed is that once I was blending everything out, while I was blending the foundation, but maybe because the foundation was so close to the contour, I felt like my contour went away. And maybe that's just me. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. But I feel like I had to reapply some of my contour color just to give me that definition in my cheeks. But I had to go over and blend out my concealer again. I did not add any more product. I just used the same product that was already on the sponge, and I just went over a couple of those areas to redefine and not to make sure that it didn't mush together and look all muddy. So once I was satisfied with that, and you guys didn't see the whole process because I was a little nervous. Underpainting is supposed to save you time and makeup, but I felt like it just took me a lot more time. And maybe once I, get more practice and I start to do it more often, it won't take as long, but it was only my second time doing it, so I am giving myself a little bit of grace. I'm going to move on to, what is this, setting powder? Yeah, so the setting powder I choose, again, you guys, do not sleep on the cheaper products. The Sheglam setting powder is bomb. I think I have the color brown, and it blends my concealer out so well. Oh my gosh, like I have gotten the most expensive concealers, and I know everyone likes their Laura Mercier's, but I'm just not a fan. I really like the way the Sheglam setting powder set my face. But once I set everything, once I set all of my concealer, I moved on to bronzer. L'Oreal has a bronzer now, and I really like it. Lately, I haven't been picking it up, but they have a really good bronzer. And if you're like me, you like to bronze. Like, I love to look sun-kissed, so I do use their bronzer, and I like it. I'm not mad at that at all. Now, I am going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face, but I did not want to leave you guys without giving a special shout out to each and every one of you that have been tuning into my videos, that have been subscribing, liking, commenting on my videos. Y'all have no idea how much that means to me. That means the absolute world to me. I mean, the smallest goals mean the most to me. And when I started this channel, I really started this channel not telling really any of my close friends or my family members that I was starting, because I just wanted true, authentic subscriptions. I really wanted people, like, if you F with me, I really wanted to start from the ground up. So I wanted to say thank you so much for supporting this channel. I cannot wait to do more videos, y'all. This is like making my world. With everything going on in my personal life right now, it is just really nice to find a silver lining. So I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm just going to put it out there, like, we're going to be on a road to 500 subscribers, even though I know it's not the numbers that matter, but I'm giving myself little small goals. So I just hope that you stay along with me for the ride. So I'm gonna let you guys vibe out to the rest of this video. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, you guys.
She just let me know what it shows.